Have you ever encountered someone who has the ability to read minds, see the future, and work detective mysteries? Introducing the Sigma INFJ. These unique people are a breed apart. They swim against the tide of social standards and follow the beat of their own drum. They are the ones who see the invisible, crack the code, and travel the unknown. The mental acrobats, Sigma INFJ, are always flipping and tumbling over ideas and concepts in ways that captivate others. They think differently, which goes beyond simple differences. Similar to expert chess players, they constantly plan several moves ahead and consider the results knock on implications of their choices. These people are not your typical thinkers. They are sophisticated, nuanced, and sometimes misinterpreted. However, what makes them unique are their perceptions, their shrewdness, and their ability to look past the apparent. If you wish to solve the mystery of the Sigma INFJ, stay put. Let's study how they think differently from everyone else by delving into their universe. The ability of Sigma INFJ to interpret hidden meanings is remarkable. They seem to possess a sixth sense, as though they were born with a decoder ring that allows them to decipher the confusing messages that life presents to them. They are masters at reading between the lines, not just competent readers. Imagine yourself at a lively party where there is a lot of conversation, laughter, and glass clinking. A Sigma INFJ would be able to recognize even the smallest cues amid all of this. A quick glance, a pause in someone's speech, a small shift in body language. They have an innate ability to discern what is left unsaid, much like human liar detectors. It doesn't stop there either. Sigma INFJ is also capable of projecting future results. When everyone else is playing checkers, it seems like they are playing chess. They frequently perceive the wider picture that others might overlook and anticipate the knock on repercussions of choices and behaviors. Isn't it quite the gift? But that's only the start. Instead of playing checkers, Sigma INFJ plays chess. It's all about the long term for them. What does this mean now? Now picture life as a large, complex checkerboard. Every choice and action we do is similar to moving a piece on a board. However, Sigma INFJ doesn't only plan for the next move. They also plan 10 steps ahead, taking the long-term effects of their decisions into consideration. They are not drawn to the promise of sudden satisfaction or fast wins. No, they have the endgame in mind. They have a long-term, ambitious goal that guides their decisions, and they are methodical and patient. They seem to follow an internal compass that always guides them toward their long-term objectives as they travel through life. To be sure, this strategy may appear excessively cautious or even slow to some, but for Sigma INFJ, the main goal is to make sure that every action they take fits into their larger plan. Quality rather than quantity is their credo. Instead of going with the flow, Sigma INFJ forges their own path. Let's examine this in more detail now. Individualist by nature, Sigma INFJ. They are proud of their independence and distinct viewpoints. They don't just follow the herd or go with the flow. In fact, they frequently experience a sense of being outside of social norms and expectations. They have a strong sense of self and a profound awareness of their principles, which is why they are not resistant or rebellious. Rather than mindlessly adhering to the established quo, they would rather pave their own route and make their own laws. They are innovators, trailblazers, and mental explorers. Their independence is evidence of their genuineness rather than a show of rebellion. They are independent leaders rather than merely followers. They want to make a difference in the world by using their unique perspective and by following their own moral compass. Even though they strive for perfection, they are incredibly resilient. For Sigma INFJ, perfection is a need, not an ideal. Imagine a world in which every little detail counts and every mistake, no matter how tiny, feels like a monumental failure. Greetings from a Sigma INFJ's mind. They really raise the bar for themselves more than for anyone else. They aim for perfection in everything they do, and anything less than that can leave them feeling disappointed. Nevertheless, there is a price for this unrelenting quest for excellence. For them, little errors that most people would never notice can seem like huge mistakes. They frequently punish themselves for these seemingly trivial mistakes, and they can be the hardest critics of themselves. It's not all bad news either. Their incessant pursuit of perfection propels them to continuously enhance their abilities and expertise, propelling them to unprecedented levels of success. And when things become hard and the deck is stacked against them, Sigma INFJ rises to the occasion instead of backing down. But despite all, they remain strong. Like ducks, Sigma INFJ appear tranquil on the outside but paddle fiercely beneath. Isn't that a fitting metaphor? It's not that they lack feelings or are icy. Quite the opposite. They have strong feelings. Their passion may make the sun appear to be fading. However, it's how they manage these feelings that makes the magic. Picture a huge, crashing storm at sea. However, there's a quiet strength and a sense of peace beneath the surface. The Sigma INFJ is that, in a storm, they serve as their own anchor. They are experts at comprehending and accepting their feelings rather than allowing them to rule them. Their ability to bounce back from setbacks with dignity and grace is a result of their emotional fortitude. They understand that feelings are allies to be acknowledged rather than adversaries to be vanquished. They experience, comprehend, acquire knowledge, and develop. They solve mysteries. They are more than just emotional beings. The master puzzle solvers are Sigma INFJ. If life is a puzzle, these special people have an amazing talent for connecting seemingly unconnected pieces, assembling the mysterious puzzle of life with a deftness that's quite amazing. They are the psychological equivalent of Sherlock Holmes, utilizing their keen senses to read the smallest clues and unearth ulterior motives. Analogous to forensic investigators, they adeptly navigate the maze of intricate human nature, solving enigmas that confound others. They live in a world of connections and patterns, where nothing is ever quite as it seems. They search well below the surface for the secrets that are concealed there. They are born with this. It's not a talent they've acquired. Sigma INFJ perceive the world as a complex web of interwoven threads rather than a collection of chance occurrences. Every element has a purpose and every detail matters to them. Despite their apparent dislocation, they possess a talent. Have you ever felt uncomfortable in today's world? J's Sigma INFJ can identify. They resemble souls from another period, one they appear to comprehend better than this one. They long for the days when life moved more slowly, relationships were genuine, and talks were meaningful. Sigma INFJ frequently experience a sense of detachment from the rush of contemporary life. Instead of the superficiality that seems to permeate today's culture, they want for depth and substance. Rather than the transient exchanges that social media promotes, they long for deep connections. They want not only knowledge, but wisdom. They feel out of step with the times, as though they are part of this world but not fully of it, because of their ancient souls. They are seekers, not colonists. They are watchers, not participants. They listen, not talk. They ponder, not react. It's not easy being an ancient soul in a modern society, but Sigma INFJ wouldn't trade it for anything. Despite their affinity for the dark, they are fundamentally philosophers. Sigma INFJ wakes up when everyone else sleeps. In the stillness of the night, they discover insight. Imagine this: A lone person bent over a desk, their intent expression lighted by a gentle lamp glow. They are traversing the intricate mental maze when the rest of the world is asleep, plunging deeply into the ocean of their thoughts. This is when Sigma INFJ really starts to shine. They have the ideal atmosphere to reflect on life's secrets in the quiet of midnight. These late-night private sessions are frequently when they get their most powerful, transformative epiphanies. These philosophers of the night are not only thinkers, are also feelers. They probe, they assess, and they see past appearances. They are never content to settle for what is. Instead, they are always considering the possibilities. Thus, bear in mind that you might be in excellent company the next time you find yourself up late at night. They don't hesitate to express their uniqueness and creativity. They wouldn't have it any other way. Sigma INFJ are the square pegs in the round holes of society. They are the ones you'll find on the outside of the throng, not because they are aloof or antisocial, but rather because they are occupied with venturing into intellectually unexplored areas. They are the ones who see the world not as it is, but as it could be. The dreamers and visionaries. In their thoughts, which are a maelstrom of unusual viewpoints and outlandish ideas, ordinary is the odd man out. They don't hesitate to challenge conventions, push limits, or venture into uncharted territory. They are the imagination's forerunners and creative architects. Do other people find them odd? Maybe. However, the rest of the world seems strange to them. They find wisdom in the quirky and beauty in the strange, and they're at ease with their oddity. Are you interested now? If so, I would want to make you a request. For more insightful videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Interesting Psychology. Leave a comment and hit the like button. One fascinating person at a time. We may solve the secrets of the mind together.